Hey, what up, YouTube fam? Note to Fake J's here today. I wanted to do a shoe review slash slight comparison. Um, Before you, I have the Air Jordan 17 original colorway, and these are the original back in 2001. This is the Jordan white college. I think it's college blue actually. And let me just check the original box here. We got, yeah, white, college blue, black. And this is the original Air Jordan 17. And then we have the Air Jordan recently released Air Jordan 2016. The white, black, what I call the Gator shoes, because these are, from Gator skin. The colorway on that guy is white, metallic, copper, black, sport, royal. Okay, so I wanted to kind of do a shoe review on the new recently retroed versus the original, and some comparison between the two shoes. Now, the reason why I bought these shoes originally was that when I first saw these being rocked by Jordan back in 2001, it was definitely an eye-popping, very eye-catching looking shoe. And plus I'm a fan of blue Jordan, so I really had to get a pair. Now, these both shoes are size 9.5, and the reason why I decided to get a 9.5 was because when I purchased the countdown pack, I wore the 17. I got a size 9 on the 17, and it was just really narrow. My feet could barely fit in there, and so I decided to get a 9.5, and thinking that eventually I might wear these. So I got a 9.5. But because this is my only pair, the originals, that I just decided to just keep it in stock, and they're still brand new condition, and so I decided not to wear them. And I'm not a really big fan of the 17s by any stretch either. I just wanted to have it in my collection just because Jordan wore these in the game, and any type of shoes that he did wear in the game just holds a special meaning for me. So that's why I decided to cop a pair of the original ones. Now, the original ones also came with this metal briefcase, and and not surprisingly, the retail price for these were $200. And part of it was because of the metal briefcase, and it came with this foam cushion, and then you have the CD in there, and then you have the regular paper, and then the inside is actually very very soft as well. So, and you can see the shoe mark on here inside. So it's been kept in the box since I got it, and so I never really worn them, and they're very clean and brand new condition. But the reason why I believe it was $200 is mainly because of the briefcase. And I think Jordan brand wanted to perhaps go into the direction of, when Jordan attends the game, when he walks in to the locker room and whatnot, that, I guess he wanted to present himself as a very professional person. And so by, bring go into the locker room and carrying a professional looking briefcase, that will sort of exemplify that he's a professional and he's ready for business. And so to me, it didn't really matter. I'm not buying the shoes because of the shoe case or the metal shoe case. I'm buying the shoes because of the shoes itself. So for them to kind of jack up the price of $200 was a bit ridiculous, and obviously this was one of the higher retail price shoes Jordan at the time, and still is, original price of $200. Now with the 2016 version, you see that the obviously came in a regular shoebox, and but the price of it, if you look at it, it's $250. And again, I bought these because Jordan did rock this during the game. And so I wanted to cop a pair just for that reason and for my collection purposes. But at the same time, I just wished that they had also that these came with a metal briefcase as well. I know that the original these Gator shoes, I don't think it came with the metal briefcase, but it would have been nice because I think this itself would have cost maybe $50. So if these had came in a regular paper box, these I think would have been 150, and then now with the retro of the 2016, I would think it would be justifiable for them to say, the retail price to be 250 because it came in a, metal briefcase. But it didn't. So it's basically, sort of very pricey for, I don't really see how the material would have, gotten better over time. I think it's still pretty much the same. But just for the fact that it was 250, it was just, I'm not copying multiple pairs, and I think these were actually limited release as well, and I didn't see them really releasing on Finish Line or Eastbay, so I think it was only on Nike app or Nike.com release. So anyways, back to the shoes. These again are brand new, and I think when the 17s came out, it was designed by another person. It wasn't designed by Tinker Hatfield. And so, and I don't know. I mean, personally, I did not think the design was that, that great or that creative. What I did know was that this shoe was inspired by music. And as you can see, there are, music notes, on the side of the cover, the shoelace cover here, and so I think it was some guy that made it inspired by some sort of music or piano or whatnot, and this is supposed to sort of represent, the piano, the top of the piano. So, I don't really see how this was a creative design, but anyways, it is what it is. And then you have the Gator 17s. The shoe is rather pretty. I mean, it's decent. It's not the best leather, but it's decent. Of course, they're charging 250s because of the Gator print here. You have the Gator print here. You have the air bubble unit right here. As you can see, there's more. You can see the air bubble unit right here, and then the same is here as well. The only thing that I kind of don't like about the make of the shoe is the bottom sole. When I wear my sneakers, I have the tendency to wear out my bottom sole actually from the back of the bottom sole quicker, just because maybe perhaps the way I'm dragging my feet and whatnot. And so I think just having this bottom sole really thin is not the best idea. I think they should have maybe made it a little bit thicker. And because once this goes, then it's going to start going inside the air unit and this rubber part. And so it doesn't really seem like there's a lot of tread here for your when you're wearing it for basketball, or even wearing it for just walking. Eventually it's going to just wear out. And so I kind of didn't think that was a good move from the designer's point of view. And then you have your copper accent here, and a lot of people say that there's no peel off sticker, but actually there is. If you look at it very closely, there actually is a peel sticker. You can see right there. Okay, so it's not the same color as the original where it's blue, because when you peel this off, you actually see a silver accent on the back. And here you can actually see it says peel off. So a lot of people thought that there wasn't a peel off sticker, but there actually is. Okay, and of course you have your Jumpman right there, and then you have your Gator print in the back heel portion. On the tongue itself, you have a Gator print on the tongue with a gold Jumpman, or the gold Jordan. You have the lace lock, blue lace lock, and then you have your gold Jumpman right here in the front of the shoe. I think these are okay for the price. Definitely not worth it. But for again for collection purposes, I wanted to cop a pair. And the only other thing that I wanted to kind of point out was that the ankle part here, it seems like there's a very very soft cushioned cloth material that it's almost like a neoprene that helps you to kind of feel more tight around the ankle to give you that more support. Whereas the Gator part is just a regular ankle part shoe support here. So there's a big difference. And then another thing is that the original Air Jordan 17 came with this thing that held the lace lock in. So and for the retro 17s, and maybe on the even on the original, probably didn't even come with that. So that's also different. Other than that, in terms of size, I think these are pretty much identical in terms of the way that it was made back in 2001, and then now with the retro 2016, it looks like the toe area is about the same length. Everything kind of matched up pretty well. Okay. Let's see here. And now for the other view, it's pretty much the same as well. Yeah, the toe area. So, and yeah, just the reason why I decided to get a 9.5 was because it was too narrow. Not because of the length. I think the length is actually a little bit too long, even on the Countdown Pack 17s. But the reason why I wanted to go 9.5 is because the width of the Countdown 17 was just too narrow, and it just hurt my feet when I was wearing them. Perhaps I needed to break them in, but I think Air Jordan 17s is one of those shoes that it's really hard to kind of wear for comfort level. In terms of, I don't see how people can wear these for basketball. You really have to break them in, and then maybe they'll become more comfortable. But anyways, this is my latest pickup. I hope you guys were able to get yours. I was just recently in North Carolina, and I went to the local mall, and then I found that they had these in stock, size 9.5, so I grabbed it. But yeah, I didn't even enter the drawing for the sneaker app, but I just decided to pick it up and then do a shoe review. And just keep it for my purpose. When I had these in my hand, I changed my mind just because I realized that these were actually worn by Jordan, and actually they're decent. They're, in terms of the look, they're decent. Definitely, these are walking shoes for me. Not if I were to rock these are going to definitely be walking shoes instead of basketball shoes. But anyways, yeah. So I would probably rate this one out of 5. For the price of $250, I would say this one is a 3.5, somewhere between 3 to 3.5, 3.25 out of 5 rating. But the original, I would never wear them, and because I do collect them, these will remain as my original. So yeah, hope you guys were able to get your pair. But yeah, if you were to ask me about size, I don't know if these are true to size. I would recommend, if you have wide feet, go 9.5, go half a size bigger. But if you are, if you're okay with having the shoes to be a little bit more tight around your the width of your feet, then you can go true to size. And I think the length there's plenty of room for the length, but for me it is more about the width that caused me to go half size up. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment, subscribe, put that thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. All right, take care out there. Peace.